Brantford Bulldogs are proud to select Aiden O'Donnell from the Steel Subaru Hockey Club.
Well, number one, we're thrilled to bring him into Brantford. He's a great kid, great family. It was a little bit of a chore getting out there to watch him. We had our head scout Bo Moyer jumped at the chance to head out east, and he was filing reports out there. We were watching on video. But I mean, with today's technology, you can kind of see anybody, anywhere in the world play. And but to get the live viewings from, a trusted scout like Bo, I think that was really influential in our decision. Well, he has really good length. He has a great build. His skating is really good. He gets around the ice well. He plays like a really mature style of game. He plays like a 200-foot game. I think playing against older players last year probably helped him a little bit too, because we just saw him in camp against older players, and the physicality and the strength of the older players didn't affect him at all. And we've had players that came in kind of with a similar build and style, like similar to Merrick Van Acker or Ryan Winterton, and that's probably why we were so high on him, because we had success with those other two players.
Brantford Bulldogs are proud to select Patrick Babin from the Niagara North Stars U16.
Well, I think you used the word that we all felt in our scouting meetings was progression. And from the beginning of the year to the end, to the OHL Cup, we just saw a player that a right shot defenseman who played with poise and moved the puck, and his play without the puck was really good. And the one difficult thing for defensemen are breakouts, and watching him at the minor midget level, he was a breakout machine. And I think just whenever he was on the ice, it just seemed like he didn't have to defend very much because how efficient he was as a puck mover. And he was a smart player, and just makes the forwards better for sure. And he showed that the last 3 days of camp.
The Brantford Bulldogs are proud to select Nick Rosetto from the Pittsburgh Penguins Elite.
Well, he's another player we follow closely, and it's difficult to be down in Pittsburgh when you have area scouts here in Ontario. But he was the type of player that we were drawn to. I remember watching him at the Silver Stick, and my scouts had already prepped me before, just telling I remember Dave Gray and Bill Moyer saying, hey, this is a kid you got to watch. And then we just tracked him all year, and watched all the games. I think it was in North Dakota when he finished. And the one thing, just by doing our background check on him, is that he's been a prolific scorer wherever he's been. And he was a guy that came into camp, and you would never know he's 16 years old. He shoots the puck well. He's quick. He's fast, and he's gritty too. Well, I think the one thing with Lane is that he kind of was a leader on that Oshawa team, and that team had success, and I felt like that he was the kind of the straw that stirred the drink on that team, and I think he ended up with probably 91 points around there. And the production was one thing, but his play without the puck too, and his ability to play in all three zones was evident. And to be a centerman, in the OHL, you have to play in all three zones. When you see it at 15 years old, it's special. And that was probably the main reason we went after Lane in the fourth round. Yeah, he was another guy too that played on a good team, played in some tough matchups, and seemed to embrace those big games. And it's the OHL is 68 games of big games. So to see Max in those big games and hold his team, keep games close and stand on his head at times. It was really impressive. And we had our goalie coach Nick Granger go down and watch, and he had great things to say and great feedback, and just said the development plan for him moving forward and his ceiling is really high. And he came into camp, and he was terrific in camp. Luca was terrific in camp. You know, the one thing that stood out about Luca was his you know, the things he did well last year, you know, in minor midget, you know, got him, you know, on the radar with us. But then his game almost translated better to, you know, to higher levels, and in camp that really showed. His great poise with the puck. You know, like he plays such a clean game that it's you know, he was playing, you know, inter squad games with us here, and almost mistake-free hockey. And you know, he's playing at St. Andrews College this year, and he does have a commitment. But we always just say leave all options open, and you know, we're another good option for him, and we'll be patient with Luke. He's that type of person, great family, and that type of player where those players do get, you know, other options. No, it's like this. Our scouting staff, it's vital for the success of our organization, and whether you know, they you know, we have a lot of these kids play for us, and we believe in our scouts, and we believe in their decisions. I lean on them a lot, and it seems like they always come through. And you know, they've been here a long time. They know what we're looking for. Sometimes we make adjustments and kind of the organizational need, but I'm thrilled with our scouts, and you know, I think it shows with you know, the amount of players that, you know, whether it's early round or later round picks that end up playing for us.